With golden wheat, colourful flowers, and row upon row of fruit and veg, you'd be forgiven for thinking this garden was in the middle of the countryside. But it's actually in the north of Edinburgh. And these park plots are simply street corners. But they haven't always been such productive spaces.
The corners had been fenced off bits of grass for as long as anyone could remember, and they would just kind of fill up with dog poo and wind-blown rubbish and a bit of fly tipping sometimes.
I wanted to plant some food like vegetables and potatoes for me to use and eat and have something healthy. And I love food which is grown from scratch, not to buy.
Lots of us live in flats, we didn't have gardens. We were just thinking we could do better than this.
We planted kale, strawberry, and some potatoes to start with. And they did very well, but they were very small quantity, which we were all grabbing from each other, and it wasn't enough.
The Granton Community Gardeners started growing in 2010, and soon corner plots were popping up all over the area as more and more people got involved.
So this garden is looked after by, I think it's about 10 different people. Different corners are organised different ways depending on who's involved and what they wanted to do. This one's organised sort of like mini allotments.
With over 10 years of community gardening under his belt, Tom has learned a thing or two about growing plants in public places.
If you're starting a new area and you're not sure like if there's going to be vandalism or whatever, like grow tatties, because it's as much work to trash them as it is to like harvest them.
The project has been a great success, and in 2018 the team were able to expand, taking on a derelict plot that's bigger than a five-a-side football pitch.
So this became the new big project, was to transform this kind of barren desert into a community garden. So anyone can come and work here during our gardening club times, and then we divvy up whatever crops we have. And it's kind of like whoever does the work makes the decisions. There's not some grand plan that we're working to.
I was thinking about getting a bigger house, moving to a different area, getting out of the area, and now I would never dream of it. It's made me fall in love with the area all over again and getting to know the people. And it really gives you a brilliant sense of belonging.
It's very safe, it's very child friendly. You know, they can run around in the flower beds or wherever they like. There's paths everywhere for them, and they know exactly what they're doing, so they do feel comfortable here.
When I go to the garden, I feel nature surrounding me. I feel so happy. I can even sit in the garden without doing anything, and I just get fresh air and breathe. Like this sunflower, I just feel it's like it's smiling to me like that.
Today, the Granton community growers have 5 staff members, more than 20 chickens, and a free shop. And there's been plenty of food for thought for the Wimpy group.
Yeah, I think there's some ideas here that I would really like to take home. At the end of each street corner, I would quite like that idea. Whoever turns up on the day kind of decides where stuff goes, and everybody that kind of coming along has an input into what kind of stuff gets grown. So yeah, some good ideas here.
It's been absolutely amazing seeing everybody and what they're doing here in comparison to what we were doing back home. So it's great to come to a garden and experience like an area that has already established a safe space for so many different communities and so many different people as well as individuals. So that's our long-term goal, just to maintain a feeling of like community in such a small area.